Hey everybody, Bat Tracy here.
And Lifestyle.
Yeah. And I'm Bat Tracy here.
Punk Rock Blues.
The bluesiest of the punks. Special shout out to Kurz Lake for requesting this video.
Through me.
Yeah, through him.
I can't. Yeah, I'm here, by the way.
Yeah, he's in the darkness. Here.
I'm the driver.
A little bit, yeah. So we're on our way to see Endgame right now.
As you can tell from the title.
Yeah, and also probably the intro. I'm gonna take the mic for a second.
Yeah.
I have seen nothing. I haven't watched a trailer for this movie.
You've just seen the Captain Marvel clip.
Yeah, I've only seen the Captain Marvel clip at the end. Haven't seen a trailer. Haven't read an article. Anytime something popped up on my Google, recommended articles, yep. I just swiped that shit away. I'm going in this 100% blind.
I watched the first two
fucking
trailers.
Nuts.
I got a spoiler for the movie, but it was in a different language, so I have no idea what it was. I saw Avengers Endgame and then like Arabic, so I was like, okay, I think I'm good.
Oh, we got a rare glimpse of you.
I've never been shown on camera before on this channel.
I know.
You guys all thought it was actually Lifestyle, but that was my twin brother.
Blex, though.
Bex, yeah.
Blex.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go with Blex. I was going to go with Bex, so yeah.
We forgot to mention, this is the before we're going to see it part. We're going to do it before and after.
You said we're going to see it.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to mention,
and then
hey.
This is going to be tacked onto a reel?
No, this is going to be a separate video.
Tonight? Oh, okay.
Oh, no, we're going to film the review maybe tomorrow.
Okay.
Because we are not doing it after.
This is just...
We're going to do our immediate, like, walking out and be like, holy shit.
Okay.
And then we'll do, okay, we're doing the full video tomorrow.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So we just walked out of Endgame.
Holy shit.
Yeah, no spoilers. Because we're going to do an actual review.
Oh.
Holy shit.
Holy shit.
Holy fuck balls. Man. Oh my god, that movie's incredible. I'm at a loss for words. There's so much cool shit, so many callbacks, so many little Easter eggs and references to every other film.
I keep going.
And it doesn't feel like 3 hours. Turn right.
No,
I checked my phone once.
Did you? I never did. I
checked it once, and it was 1:54 a.m. And I went, oh, we got about an hour. That's cool. Didn't feel like it was dragging at all. I yawned once, and that's only because I'm super tired. It's 3 a.m.
Yeah, yawned a couple times, but I was completely engaged at all fucking times.
Yep.
And I had sent... I'm filled. Like, fucking, yeah, wrap it. That's a wrap, you know? Infinity Saga.
I feel like it's really shitty that Spider-Man Far From Home comes out in a couple months.
Yeah.
Because I could go a year without seeing a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Wow. That's one of the greatest movies ever made. Whew. Should we end this?
Yeah, I guess so.
Alright, that was just our reactions. No, because tomorrow we'll just film... This is all going to be one video.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm just going to put it out on Saturday.
Oh, okay.
But I figured we could do the before, the after reactions, and then, like, tomorrow we'll film an actual review. We already did our after reactions with no spoilers. This is going to be all spoilers, 100%. We're just going to go start to finish from the movie and talk about cool shit.
Boom, spoilers.
Yeah, there's going to be something. So, you've been warned. So what a movie. Yeah. The opening. This is something I've been predicting for a while.
Yeah.
I kept saying where I was like, I want to see Hawkeye's family die.
Yep.
And boom, opening scene, Hawkeye's out with his 3 kids, and Linda Cardellini's there, and then he's like, I'll be right back, and comes back, and they're all fucking gone. Yeah, and I was like, yes! Yes!
What I don't like is I wish he would have seen them. Because literally, he just turned around and he has no idea how, he doesn't know what Dustin looks like. I wish, like, the daughter makes sense, but I wish he would have just even caught the last remnants of Linda Cardellini. I was upset.
No, the youngest.
No, Linda Cardellini. They're not going to show the youngest side.
After that, they went after Thanos.
Yeah.
That was a pretty cool sequence, I thought.
Well, they did the Iron Man in space, and then Captain Marvel saves him.
Where you said the gun thing.
Yeah, it's supposed to be this, and they do it like this. The old goal is this.
We talked about it on screen. Yeah, I really thought that Thanos sequence though was really, really fun. And Thor, obviously he knew he fucked up the first time around, and then he just surprisingly, well, they cut the arm off, which I saw coming. Yeah. Then he decapitated him. Yeah. And they showed it on screen.
They show him being decapitated. Then a couple minutes later, they show Ronin in Japan
just stabbing people,
and they have to show the blade not go through the guy, and it's like, why are you hiding him from this? Like, we just saw Thanos get decapitated.
Well, and they didn't show any blood either, because that's what keeps it PG-13. Yeah, I thought I think Hawkeye was the glue that held this movie together.
And I think they knew they needed to do
him, Captain America, like all the original ones. Yeah. Like Thor. Can we talk about Thor? He had this going on.
Yeah. Which doesn't really make sense because
he's Asgardian.
He's been drinking for like 1,700 years or whatever, just nonstop anyways. And now all of a sudden, because he decides to let himself go.
Yeah, towards the third act, I was like, all right, he's going to hit himself with the lightning.
Yes.
And just go.
Exactly.
Never happened.
He's still just, now he's a member of Guardians, because they're like, well, we can't give him a third movie.
Guardians of the Galaxy is a real thing, though, I guess.
Is it?
But you said, people don't deserve a fourth movie.
Because no one has had it.
Except the Avengers.
No, teams can. But solo films, they don't do more than 3, because everyone gets a trilogy. It's a good formula.
Thor could have 4, because it rhymes.
I don't care.
And he had one really shit one. What happened after that?
After the Thanos decapitation, they move in 5 years, and then Tony...
Scott Lang gets kicked out of the quantum realm by a rat.
Yeah.
I thought that was kind of like... I was like, whoa. Didn't see that coming.
Because you didn't see the trailer.
Yeah, because I didn't see the trailer. Yeah.
Yeah. And I gotta say, the trailer was not fake. Like, a couple lines were moved around, but really, they didn't really hide that much. I think they were just trying to tell us, like, oh, we're giving you fake things in the first 15 minutes. I will say, there were a couple scenes.
I'm gonna let her out real quick.
Okay. So, like, the trailer changes where that Thor, where when Rocket walks into Thor's place with Hulk behind him, Hulk wasn't there. And then when Captain America does the shield tighten in then, the shield is whole. And then just a couple lines were moved around otherwise.
Huh.
Unless, I mean, I didn't watch any, like, the really late trailers, so maybe stuff was changed.
Are we going to go through the whole movie, or should we just talk about the big things? How do you want to do this?
I figured we would just give a review. I didn't know we were going to go through the whole movie.
Okay. Well, the review is that it's incredible. Yeah, I think it's the best Marvel movie ever made. It beat my previous favorites. Just knocked them out of the water. My previous favorites were Guardians, Winter Soldier, and Black Panther. And this is better than all 3. So,
I think Infinity War is still a better movie.
Really? I don't at all.
Because of some of the stuff, like, in the 5 years future War, that doesn't make sense.
To me, was a little bit disjointed. The only main problem I have with Endgame is that there's a few time travel rules that they really broke. Yeah. And you can read a good article online about it. But, they set up those rules for time travel, and at the end, they really did break one of them. But that's cool, because I thought the time travel aspect worked for the most of the movie. The second half was really fun, where they were going through old movies. Yeah. Natalie Portman, big surprise for me. That was like Red Skull showing up in Infinity War. I was like, holy shit, they got her back? Whoa.
Well, even Renee Russo, because I haven't even seen Dark World. So, we're like, oh yeah, this is the day she dies. Woohoo. I was like, I finally get to... I really liked the back in time thing.
Tilda Swinton was back?
Tilda Swinton's crazy. Yeah. But even just when they like... He's like, okay, I'll be... And, like, Hulk just starts destroying everything. Yeah. And then he's like, oh, okay. Yeah.
And he picked up the moped and he's like,
But it's... The Thor Korg stuff is 5 years in the future. Fortnite is still not going to be relevant.
Korg? What? He is so nonchalant. I know. Like, his friend Thor is going through a crisis and he's... We're cool here.
And I thought Meek died and didn't die. Or
no, you remember he's
but like Fortnite will not be relevant again in 5 years.
Is that what they were playing?
Yeah, I don't know. It's only because Thanos was in Fortnite, like he's a character, and
Joe Russo had a cameo.
Anthony Russo.
Anthony, sorry.
And then they made a 69 joke at the Fortnite scene. They're like new killer 69, which is hilarious. And then like Hulk dabs, that's already not relevant. So for them to put it 5 years in the future, I get
America's ass.
Yeah,
that was a great joke.
That was like the one to you were like, your heartbeat was beating the whole time. Mine wasn't as much, but as soon as that Mjolnir moved, boom, 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 boom.
So,
discontinue. Nope.
I want to say the biggest thing in the movie, I think, we'll get to what it is, but so it was about to happen, and we're sitting there watching, and I went like this, and I was gonna be like,
what it was,
and I was gonna lean and be like, I think this is gonna happen, but then the next frame, it moved, and I was like, oh, okay, it's not gonna happen, but then it did. Captain America
holding the Mjolnir.
Mjolnir, had the Thors hammer.
Fucking summon it, just knows the powers instantly.
He's shooting lightning. He's summoning it. He's throwing it. He does a fucking leap in the air. Dude, I was telling Dad, our theater wasn't terrible. No. Like, a few people were clapping at certain parts and stuff. When he grabbed the Thors hammer, one guy in our theater went, whoa! Yeah! And I was just like, this guy's got it. That was the only acceptable time that I would allow that. Because I was just like, holy shit, Captain America. Because Age of Ultron.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So many callbacks.
Well, then he said, I knew it. And that's a nod. There's an actual comic panel where Thor explains to, like, he says to Mjolnir or Asgard or whatever, he goes, if I were to die, Captain America wields the hammer next. Like, he's like the
Not Natalie Portman?
No.
Woke up. I loved this movie.
Why is he?
There's so much. Hold on, we gotta stop this one. Do you want to get Bella? Oh, Thanos destroys the shield.
Yeah.
Oh,
which I don't get. And what I don't get, like, the reason they couldn't stop him in the first one is because he had all the Infinity Stones. How was he still just as powerful without them?
Because he had his armor and everything. I think. Also, great line is when Captain America was fighting Captain America, and he was like, "I can do this whole thing." And he's like, "Yeah, I know."
I thought he was gonna say it to Thanos. Because like he's reminded of that line. He's gonna do it
because like just modern day Cap,
and he's
or at least five years later Cap.
Yeah,
and he's swearing because he's so just
yeah.
Like he is so done with it. Where he's like, I watched everyone I've ever known and loved die in front of me.
Yeah.
He said shit like in the span of maybe 5 minutes screen time. He said shit, goddamn bitch, shitting, like, my god.
Language, Cap.
Because I'm pretty sure he was like, damn, then like cut to something, then he cut back to him and he was like, goddamn.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
I will say, it's besides First Avenger, maybe even tied, that's the best Cap we've got. Well, at least the best Steve Rogers, because I don't think they've been doing Steve right. Cap has always been done right.
This was Captain America. Yeah. In Infinity War, he was Steve Rogers. This was...
I know, but...
And when Tony showed up with the shield, and there was a funny line where he was like, keep this on the DL, I didn't bring one for everybody. Yeah. I thought that was a kind of funny line. Because it was like, oh, these two guys are canoodling again.
Yeah.
And Tony had a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we talk about
how Harvey's there?
That's the end, though.
No. I didn't think we were doing the whole movie. I thought we were just saying whatever.
Okay, yeah, but I'm... All of a sudden, all these...
Circles?
Yeah. All the circles, the sling rings start opening up.
You completely forget there are other Avengers. I completely forgot. I was like, oh yeah, there's people.
All of a sudden, so many people started coming through, and I was like, oh yeah, Thanos is fucked. And Scarlet Witch got she got her comeuppance.
And that part, those started opening up, and I was like everyone started going through, and like there was a line like, oh my god, they have everyone, like they say it in the movie, and I went, holy shit, Daredevil's gonna be here. Oh my god, Punisher, Jessica Jones gonna start doing shit.
Never, because they're not part of it.
They are.
They are, but they aren't. I really, really, really enjoyed the Scarlet Witch beating up Thanos. Yeah. That was so much fun. Also, all the women Avengers.
The A-Force,
just kicking. Oh my, that
felt a little forced, because that was literally what they did in Infinity War.
See, I didn't feel it's a little forced, I guess, but I really enjoyed that because they were like, to me it felt like everyone's complaining about the feminazi bullshit of Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I don't believe that, but that's what people's complaint was. They were like, we're gonna turn it up to an 11 in this movie. Here's all the ladies kicking some ass, taking names, being strong, independent females. I loved it.
It felt forced though because they did it in Infinity War.
It was great.
And they didn't even fight Proximity Midnight again. They just fought like a random goon when they did it. Yeah.
It was great.
I will say, I think the most, like, I think it was so true to character. I think the most true to any character in... No.
Sorry.
Don't interrupt.
Yeah.
I think the most true to any single character in Endgame is right when Tony snaps and Thanos just sits down and accepts it. Yes.
I am Iron Man.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I really enjoyed the bit where Spidey goes, turn on insta-kill.
Yeah.
And his eyes went red.
I know.
I was
like, yes, we're getting it.
Yeah, and I guess the big spoiler for the movie, this is all spoilers, Tony dies.
Yeah.
Iron Man dies. Oh, first Black Widow dies.
Yeah.
Very sad. Not as sad as Gamora from Infinity War.
I don't like Black Widow.
In Infinity War, Gamora was my saddest death.
Really?
Yeah. I think we've talked about this. Because yours is Spider-Man. Mine's Gamora.
Why?
Because we've been with Gamora for 2 movies. Spider-Man was in 1. Anyway. Well, he's in 2, but I mean, it doesn't count. Anyway. Natasha dies the same way, kind of. And yeah, that was heartbreaking.
I really liked that, and like the whole, like...
And they showed it.
Yeah.
They showed her laying there.
They did that with Gamora.
And her hair,
yeah,
on fire. Loved it. It was the half blonde, half red, like her roots. I loved it. It was
that was a scene
she was very disheveled.
That was a scene in the trailer, but not at all in the movie. There was a scene where she was at a shooting range practice but that was never in the movie. I really liked how, another thing with like the novelty, how like every single time there was a situation where someone had to make a choice, they all knew who it had to be. Like that, the Vormir scene, they were like, we know who it has to be. And then when they first had the gauntlet, they're like, it's got to be Hulk. And there's
first
Hawkeye.
Thor was like,
but they were all like, no, it's got it. Everyone knew it was Hulk. And like Hawkeye, this doesn't really take, but like Hawkeye, he's like, I'm gonna time travel. I know I have to be the one.
He didn't have to. I think he was like, no, I'm gonna do this for my family.
Yeah,
like, I'll do whatever it takes to get him back.
Yeah,
because he's just been killing Asians for 5 years.
Well, no, he's been killing everyone. They save.
He was also in Mexico. Yeah. The funeral for Tony. Everybody that's ever been in an MCU movie is there,
except for Gamora.
Wait,
because I guess she's missed him. I really don't get it.
I think she's still dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the past one was alive, but like their Gamora's dead. Okay. And then Vision's still dead. Yeah.
And Black Widow's
Black Widow.
Which Black Widow makes less sense.
Oh, you were gonna say who was there at the funeral?
Harley.
No, it's Harvey.
Harley. Oh. He's the kid from Iron Man 3, and they said he was going to have a big role, and then he has 5 seconds.
Yeah, they zoomed by him, and I literally leaned over and was like, who was that? Yeah. And he went, Iron Man 3, and I was like, oh, okay. Ty Simpkins.
But...
You know what I... Honestly...
No, I'm not done with it.
I thought... this is just because we were talking about the funeral. I really, really thought,
and they
right
have
at the
one
end...
for Black Widow.
I really thought at the end, we were going to get Edward Norton.
I know.
And Terrence Howard, like, standing in the back. And I was gonna like lose my like holy shit, they got those 2 guys just stand. But no.
What I thought at first when Ancient One pushes Bruce out of Hulk again, I thought Edward Norton's face, and I was like, oh my god, what a callback!
I would have lost my mind.
The weird thing is like I get why Gamora has to stay dead, but at the same time, like they return all the stones to the place of the original time.
Remember, the time travel rule is they can't change what happened.
Oh.
Their reality is
still... So could they not return the Soul Stone, or is it back on
No, and also, remember when I mentioned the rules of time travel, they fuck it all up? Okay, if you recall, they have to get all the time stones.
Yeah.
Loki escapes with the Tesseract.
Yeah.
They never mention that again.
Because they just go back.
Because they go back and
then he can never get the Tesseract, because they go into the 70s.
But that's a branched off timeline. If you recall how the Great One...
But because of the
Ancient One.
But because they're gonna go back to place it back.
But I still think they fucked that
because
up.
Both of them will never happen.
The ether.
Yeah.
So Captain America single-handedly went back and put them all back.
Yeah.
So he like snuck in there and injected it back into Natalie Portman.
No, it wouldn't have just gone back. I guess she had to. Yeah.
Because they had to put it back in the exact moment they took it. Yeah.
Well, also...
Fucking what is this movie? This is goddamn Phantom Menace bullshit.
The movie ends with him and Peggy Carter dancing and back together and married
and whatever. God, yes!
But also, he made out... It's that Cap that we knew, so he made out with Sharon Carter, and that's a little weird.
Also, but that's in real continuity, too. He made out with her in the past.
Yeah.
it's still weird no matter how you look at it. Also, if he went back in the past and lived out his life with her, does that mean all the shit that happened from Phase 1 forward, he just lived and watched all that shit happen?
No, it didn't happen yet.
Yeah.
I think so.
So, like, Hydra took over, he just let it all happen?
Yeah.
There's some plot holes in this.
Yeah.
Regardless, amazing movie.
I know I can sit there. What I don't get is, like, why wouldn't Bucky and Sam want to talk? Like, obviously...
Oh, and he's Captain America now!
I'm sure the movie ends... I'm sure after the movie, like, Steve does go and talk to Bucky, because why wouldn't he? But, like, how did Bucky know that he was going to... Like, obviously he was like, okay, he's probably going to... But how does he know, like, Sam's going to take the mantle? Bucky doesn't even get a chance.
Also, they mentioned this on Mr. Sunday Movies in a video, and I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. They were joking about how... Why did he give Sam the shield? Because he can fly, and if he had a shield on his arm, it'd drag him down to one side because he'd be like the aerodynamics.
He uses his wings as a shield.
Yeah, and then they were also like, he uses the wings as a shield, so he's got like 2 shields now.
It's a symbolism.
Yeah, it's a symbolism, but I was just like, oh, that's kind of funny. How could you imagine him flying with a shield and like wind hits him? He's like,
well, even Spider-Man says it doesn't obey the laws of physics at all.
Ant-Man in this? Amazing.
Oh, you finally like him?
My favorite Ant-Man in a movie, because I am not a fan of the Ant-Man solo movies. Don't know what it is about him, just not a fan. I really enjoyed
Edgar Wright movies.
I really enjoyed Ant-Man in Civil War. Yeah. Like the small bit that he was in. I think it's just I don't like Peyton Reed as a director. I don't like what he does with that franchise, I guess.
Because you want Edgar Wright.
But at the same time, like those movies, they just feel so generic. And like, especially with Ant-Man and the Wasp, they put every shrinky bit in the trailer. Nothing in that movie was surprising.
How do you feel about Stanley's cameo? Because I felt
I didn't like it
better. He just drives by.
But at the same time, he died.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, he's probably going to be in every movie forever because I'm sure they have his face.
The Russos keep saying that this was the last one, even though John Watts confirmed it's in Spider-Man: Far From Home. But they're like, oh, he was ill and it didn't sound good. It's just because the Russos want everything, so they want to be the last one.
Did you hear?
But it should be in Spider-Man because that's like the character.
When they were asked, what movies should people watch leading up to Endgame, they said, well, the ones that you should definitely watch are Winter Soldier, Civil War, and Infinity War, because those directly tie in. And the article that I read was like, those are the 4 that they directed, so it's like... But I was like, also, you really need Ragnarok in there. That is like essential viewing for going into Infinity War, I think. A couple different people now have asked me, do I need to see Captain Marvel before Endgame?
No.
And I said, you don't need to.
Yeah.
But it's definitely helpful, because she's not in a lot of Endgame.
No, she really isn't.
Isn't at all, but it helps with her backstory, so you know more about her when she does show up.
Yeah.
And I did like how she was like, well, yeah, I've been spending all my time on planets that don't have Avengers.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. What do you think of the time travel suits?
I like how they look, but I don't like how they go on. How just quick at it.
I liked it. Also,
it should have started with
the first time Jeremy Renner, that suit does not look good on him. Everyone else, I was like, those suits are really cool. I don't know what it is about Jeremy Renner. His body did not look good in that suit.
You know who had the worst suits? Fucking War Machine had that fucking bulky neck.
That was weird.
And then
that was so 90s.
Yeah.
Because he even had the weird chest piece that like comes out at a point.
Every single person had the same type of mask type that came over, and then on War Machine's special because he's paralyzed and he can't leave the suit, so he's got to have the actual. And then the next cut is showing.
He doesn't even need because he just has those leg things. Yeah.
And the next cut is Tony getting his mask on, and it's the same Ant-Man design. So it's like, what? And then even that Easter egg, real Ant-Man mask in the movie.
That was real cool. Michael Douglas, he's been de-aged in literally every movie he's been in now.
Yeah.
And I think that's so funny. And I think Disney's so good at the de-aging CGI effect. They're like, just fucking put it in everything.
So there was a thing that I didn't understand. Maybe they just explained it in the Ant-Man and the Wasp that I don't remember. But so they're like, so Scott Lang's like, it's been 5 years for you, but only 5 hours for me because the time can work, whatever. So why did...
Michelle Pfeiffer was in this.
Yeah, why did she age in real time in the quantum realm?
They never explained that. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to wrap this up. Yeah. Any cool... the sword fight with Thanos was fucking insane. Where he's like spinning it around to deflect the lasers and shit, and like he throws it as a spear at one point. That thing was so cool. I was like, damn, Thanos was fucking badass in this.
Yeah, see, I didn't really...
It's so quippy.
The Nebula twist was, like, insane. I didn't think I was going to...
Killed herself.
Yeah.
Nebula killed herself in this movie.
Yeah.
Was that weird?
No, I think it was
like, when she did that, I was like... She's killed herself.
How would she
Could you do that?
Wouldn't she have faded away, technically? Or because of the...
Are you basing all your time travel theories off of Back to the Future?
No.
Back to the Future's bullshit.
I was so disappointed, like, at the start, when they decapitate Thanos, I didn't think about how, like, the past Thanos was going to be the bad guy. And so I was like...
That really... The way that whole plot... That was like, whoa.
So I was just like... So who the fuck's the bad guys? Is the movie just them reversing it then?
This is a minor... If we're going back to the start, I guess. When Nebula put Tony in the chair, like, looking out into space, I was like... Did Tony just die?
I know.
I honestly thought that they just killed him in the first 5 minutes, kind of like they did with Loki in Infinity War. And I was like, what? And did you also notice when they were, like, when he had the IV in him or whatever, he was so malnourished. Yeah. Like, it took me a second to where I was like, why does he look so weird? And I was, like, really trying to figure it out, and I was like, oh, because he was in fucking space forever. That's what it was.
So if you notice, he ripped off the thing, like boom, here.
Yeah.
Hold it. What I didn't understand about that is in Infinity War, Pepper taps it and says, you shouldn't have put that back in. But really, it's just a little piece.
Yeah.
So that doesn't
also,
make sense.
I was like,
in Infinity War, like,
what happened to the hole? He has skin there now?
The extremis. Remember that's how he got fixed?
Yeah, but...
They took it out and they re-heal... The extremis program re-heals everything that ever
Oh, yeah,
happened.
that's the end of Iron Man 3 where he goes to China. Yeah. They put that in there to sell the movie in China. He goes to China and gets that surgery. Yeah, that's the end of Iron Man 3. I know the MCU.
Why is he in India in
I've
Homecoming?
seen more MCU movies than you.
They never reveal why he's in India in Homecoming.
Who?
Iron Man? Remember the one
Who
scene
cares?
where Spider-Man
He's
calls
rich. He's rich. He can go to fucking Timbuktu if he wants. Timbuktu, that was in this. They mentioned that in this movie, right?
No, they mentioned... oh no, that's Red Dead.
Timbuktu, they did.
Did they?
I'm sure, right?
Okay.
Where he's like, all passengers...
So,
no, that was Alvin and the Chipmunks I was thinking of. Don't know how I got those confused.
Thor joined Guardians,
yeah.
What's Korg up to now? He's just at New Asgard.
Yeah. Where is New Asgard?
It's in Norway.
Wouldn't those people...
Odin died.
So they brought everybody back. So wouldn't those people that lived there be like, hey, can we have our shantytown back? And Thor's, nope. Listen, you were all dead.
They built it. That's where Odin died. There was nothing there.
Oh, it was just those planes?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was it was like, I just don't get how he got the rights. Like, I'm going to just civilize this little town. Okay, we should wrap it up.
Yeah. Final rating. What do you say? Out of 5 stars.
Out of 5 stars, 5 stars.
5 stars. Okay. I'd give it 6 if I could.
Yeah.
Like, entertainment value alone was incredible.
It doesn't feel like 3 hours.
Didn't know. Even like I think I mentioned in not this version but the previous, where I was like, I only checked my phone once, and that's because I was like, I honestly didn't know how far we were into it, because I was like, it didn't feel like it was a breeze.
Cool. And if you pee right away, what human pees every 3 hours anyways?
Yeah.
So pee right away.
I think there's maybe 2 or 3 people that left.
3 people that left. I only saw
the
2.
one guy. He was like hopping.
That was great. So he literally bustles out his keys. He's hopping downstairs.
He's sprinting down.
He
jumps
gets
over
out
the railing.
5 seconds later, a guy stands up.
We hear the door slam open.
5 seconds later, a guy stands up and slowly walks out of the theater. I was like, oh, that's going to be sad.
And then this guy just... You hear the door swing open. He comes sprinting up.
Did you see him fall? Because he jumped over the people.
The second guy slipped on the step.
Yeah.
That's why I laughed at.
The first guy literally jumped over people and fell into the barrier and fell into his seat. It was great. But yeah, I never saw the lady leave, but someone in the front came back. I've been Lexstyle. You can follow me on Instagram at StraighterJFeaster and on Stardust at Lexstyle.
You gotta do a Stardust for this.
Yes, I'm doing all of them.
I'm Bat Tracy, 01 on everything. Check out my Stardust. I've done all the MCU reactions. And yeah, tomorrow, since this is coming out Saturday, So tomorrow being Sunday.
Okay.
Check out the new Drunk Explained for the DCU. That's a new thing we got coming out.
Wasn't that supposed to come out before Shazam?
Yes, I know. I put a little thing in there. Also, I'm currently editing Lex's 2017 New York Adventure.
Oh.
I'm probably just going to upload
2018.
that. Oh, was it in 2018?
Yeah. You can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Punk Rock Blues, and you can pledge to our Patreon at patreon.com/punkrockblues. Where the blues is the punk.
Yeah!
Ooh.
Go see Endgame if you haven't. Well, you already have if you watch this far. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, what was this part? No, okay.
Yeah, because we said spoilers from here on out.
Yeah, but I was gonna say, like, if the people quit at spoilers, they didn't actually get an outro from us. But that's fine.
Last thing, Captain America lost his virginity.
Yeah.
Like I literally, when he went back in time and they showed the ring, and Sam was like, "You gonna tell me about her?" And he had that little wink in his eye. He's like, "No." I was like, "Oh, he got laid. He got some." All right,
and
we're
the
out.
guy that plays Jarvis in Agent Carter's back.
Yeah,
it's insane. You don't know because you didn't watch it. I just told you about it.
Oh wait, we gotta mention that elevator scene.
I know, it was great. Hail Hydra.
We were like, "Oh my god, it's gonna happen again where he's gonna beat the shit out of people," and then he's just Hail Hydra. Oh man. Whew. Oh, this is also a small theory I have. Where they fucked with all the different timelines and the rules of time theory.
Yeah.
So, remember how the Ancient One showed where there's different paths?
Yeah.
I think, since they fucked it up so much at the end of Endgame, they're working on the Disney Plus animated What If series.
Yeah. Is that animated?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think that, how it could... But it's also going to be like Haley Atwell
Yeah.
and stuff, so I don't know what it is. But I think how they could tie that into the MCU is, hey, here's a reality that branched off from when they broke this time stone or whatever, okay?
Yeah.
And then, boom, here's a what if about that, you know? And that's a fun...
Well, and then also, like, the Hawkeye show is going to be Hawkeye training Kate Bishop to be a Hawkeye.
Yeah.
And then we're just getting... I hate the name of it. WandaVision.
Yes, I was just going to say, worst name. Oh,
and
my God.
Winter Soldier Falcon. Which Winter Soldier Falcon, why would that be a movie? He's Captain
Isn't it
America.
Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Maybe, I don't know. It's whatever.
I think it's Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Whatever. But still, he's Captain America now, so it's like, whatever.
We're signing off.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
3 times.
I know, but
Bella's
before
about to bark.
we say our
Eat
thing.
those. There are 3 in front of you.